So in this segment, there's a lot of Brexit segments coming out because there's a lot to talk about, and I just want to piece these up just because it's a lot easier, for people to absorb the content and also for me to put it out rather than bunching up, four kind of different stories that are Brexit related. I just want to just keep them separate. It's a lot easier, and it's good for the old upload schedule. So Brexit, Lord David the Iceman Frost, his official title from me, accuses the EU of ill will over the UK exit. So basically, what he's saying is that the EU are still bitter about us. This is not my belief. Mine's kind of. I'll talk about that later. Basically, Frost saying, the EU are bitter that we left them, and that's why they're causing us all sorts of problems, which is categorically untrue. But the Iceman clearly believes what he believes. So the UK's lead Brexit minister, unelected, by the way, no one elected the Iceman, no one elected David Frost. So unelected bureaucrats leading our Brexit department. The UK's lead Brexit minister has called on the EU to shake off any remaining ill will over the UK's decision to leave the organisation. I don't think the EU has that much ill will because they wouldn't have given us the grace periods that they gave us. They would have just said, no, January 1st, boom, you're in the mud now, son. You're swimming with the sharks now. But they didn't. They gave us grace periods, so they're clearly not. If there is any ill will, it's very low. Let's just put it that way. So the Iceman said the EU's previous threat to block vaccine exports had significantly undermined post-Brexit measures in Northern Ireland. I mean, it hasn't because they didn't do anything. They just said, we're going to stop exports of the vaccine. And then someone else in the commission was like, you can't do that, sit down. And the person in the commission who originally came up with the idea sat down and they backed off. It was a big story at the time. It's kind of a non-story now because nothing actually happened. He insisted the UK's unilateral move to extend grace periods on border checks was legal under the Brexit trade deal. The EU disputes this and is preparing to take legal action. I mean, we're less than 3 months into this thing, and we're already getting hit with legal action by the EU over this. That's how badly things have gone with Northern Ireland. The UK has said it will delay new checks on goods arriving into Northern Ireland from Great Britain, agreed as part of the UK's withdrawal deal. The EU's Commission Vice President Maros Sefcovic has called it a violation of the part of the deal relating to Northern Ireland and said legal action was imminent. We're still waiting to see what the EU are going to do when it comes to legal action. Writing in the Sunday Telegraph, the Iceman insisted the delayed border checks was a temporary measure justified to implement this so-called Northern Ireland Protocol. The Cabinet Office Minister, that's Michael Gove, I think, added that these measures were justified by the fragile situation in Northern Ireland. I mean, you made the situation in Northern Ireland fragile, so you're not going to win any sympathy points by saying, "Oh, the situation in Northern Ireland is really bad. We have to break the law," and then people are going to turn around and say, "Well, you made the situation in Northern Ireland," and they're going to be like, "But Brexit means Brexit." I don't know what they're going to say. They're about protecting the everyday lives of people in Northern Ireland, making sure they can receive parcels and buy the usual groceries from the supermarket. Well, you made it so they couldn't. I mean, this is on you guys. This is on the UK. Without this threat of disruption, we can continue our discussion with the EU to resolve the difficulties arising from the protocol constructively. I mean, you're taking unilateral action here. It's very hard to, resolve issues, through cooperation when you're acting unilaterally. It's very stupid. Northern Ireland has remained part of the EU single market for goods, so products arriving from Great Britain have to undergo UK import procedures. And I think I'm hoping that a lot of EU supermarkets and stuff within Northern Ireland look to start importing more products from the EU because there's a big problem here, and that's probably the only way to solve it. But there is a massive problem because obviously GB is much closer to Northern Ireland than France is, and also there's no land. There's no road, bridge or anything connecting it, so that will cause problems in itself. But Northern Ireland's stuck between a rock and a hard place, basically, and that's due to Brexit. Let's not get it twisted now. Gove opened Pandora's box, and he does not like what's in it. So checks delayed. Both sides agreed the arrangement as part of the Brexit withdrawal deal to avoid the need for border checks between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, but it has led to disruption to some food supplies and online deliveries from Great Britain to Northern Ireland, including tensions with the EU. Earlier this week, the UK extended a grace period on new checks on food products. from the end of March to October without the prior agreement of the EU. So the UK is not looking to cooperate here, we're looking to take unilateral action, which is the opposite of cooperation. It then delayed the introduction of similar checks on parcels, which had been due to come in April 1st until the same month. So it's not going to come until October, basically. The logistics industry has said it was not ready to deal with the volume of the new administration. The grace periods mean procedures have not yet been fully applied. I mean, what have you guys been doing since the Northern Ireland Protocol was announced? I think it's been over a year. What have you guys been doing for all of this time? I don't understand. So the Iceman who negotiated the UK's Brexit deal with the UK said he wanted to work with the EU towards common goals after the UK formally cut legal ties at the end of the transition period. I hope they will shake off any. So this is what he's saying here. He's saying the EU are being tricky because they have ill will, therefore they're not cooperating with us, therefore we have to take unilateral action, when it's the case that we set up the Northern Ireland Protocol together with the EU. Now we realise it's not working. Now we're taking unilateral action because of all the problems that we created through Brexit. That's the situation right now. Let's not get it twisted. Playing games. But Labour has said the UK's action risks plunging Northern Ireland into further instability. The Labour Shadow Northern Ireland Secretary, Louise Hay, I hope that's how you pronounce her name, Louise Hay, said it could mark out the region as an area for wider UK-EU conflict for years to come. Let's hope not. And the Iceman has been accused by a former senior servant of burning trust with the EU and playing hardball. He's not playing hardball, he's breaking the rules. Playing hardball is when you use the rules to your advantage. You push the pace, etc. We're not pushing the pace, we're just breaking the rules. And we're causing more problems with ourselves. Philip Rycroft, who led the department for exiting the EU between 2017 and 2019, told the BBC's Westminster Hour, told BBC Radio 4's Westminster Hour, while there were issues around the protocol, it was the least worst option and had to be made to work. It was either this or no deal, or Theresa May's withdrawal agreement, which basically kept the UK within the whole of the UK within the EU's single market indefinitely until we came up with some magic technological solution which doesn't actually exist. Traders simply aren't ready to do the things that are required on the protocol, not least because the government spent the best part of last year saying to them that they wouldn't have to do anything. We've covered that previously. Boris Johnson famously saying that if you are sent any customs papers when you export products from GB to Northern Ireland, send it to him and he'll put it in the bin. So they weren't prepared because they were told not to prepare. Extending those grace periods is not an unreasonable thing to ask, he added. But the way that the Iceman has gone about this to tell the Commission he was unilaterally extending without doing his opposite number in the Commission, the courtesy of picking up the phone, suggests that they're still playing games around Brexit. Relations are still cold with Brexit because we've decided to act unilaterally, and that's going to put negotiations on ice. Boom. So many ice puns, so many cold puns, frosty puns. It is so important to the peace process in Northern Ireland that this protocol is able to work, and that's going to require a huge amount of goodwill and trust on both sides, and the UK is burning that goodwill, fairly rapidly. And another thing is that we've seen tensions kind of rise within Northern Ireland over the Northern Ireland Protocol because they feel like they've been separated from GB and are closer to the Republic of Ireland. And that is not what they want. So, this whole situation here is going to create, the Troubles Part 2, or the Troubles, more troubles, or, Northern Ireland, still trouble. However you want to phrase that. It's not really a joking matter, to be honest. But at the same time, sometimes bad jokes is all you have because these idiots here don't know what they're doing. But anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.